So, hi everyone, welcome. My name's Claire. This channel is about helping you on your twin flame journey. I empower you to heal your inner divine feminine, your inner divine masculine, and obviously to whatever support you with whatever's going on in a twin flame connection, whether that just be all happening energetically, which is always happening even when you're physically with them, by the way, whether you're in some kind of contact in the physical or not, right? Because there's a huge big mixture of things going on. So, everything I do is clearing and healing energy, and basically, to help you, like say, come more into union with yourself, because that leads onto the physical union. So I filmed a 90-minute video, which I thought was just going to be the one I'd put out later on tonight, and it is already. This isn't late for me, but it is quite late because I think it's like just before 10 at night. And I have ran my boiling bath. So if you're around here all the time, you'll know that, I don't know, it probably was about a month ago now. The electrician changed the again, let's not try and remember the words of these things, but I feel like the word's filament or something. If it's not that, who gives a fuck? But this is all, when I go into boring stories like this, it's going to have something to do with it, because that's what I mean by everything I do is channeling. It's going to have some kind of symbolic meaning. So it's probably got something to do with the wand energy. So, because these are the cards from the one I done earlier. But basically, it's the years I've lived here. The bath has always been really shit, because it was like, because it's storage heating, like the bath, there'd hardly be any water in the bath, and sometimes at the start, I used to fill it up with the kettle, because it was just pitiful, right? But anyway, I just got used to it. I mean, it was really bad in the winter, right? But now it's so funny, because it's like it's the opposite, and it's like probably when I least need it with the summer. But again, what springs to mind is like, that feels like, this feels like it's symbolic of somebody that's never happy. Like the grass is always greener. That's really interesting, because the grass is always greener theme came out in the one that I done earlier, because I watched the film High Fidelity last night, which, it's really quirky. It's weird. It's actually like it's over 20 years old now, that film. It's John Cusack. Now, who was it? Now, I can't remember who it was, but I remember somebody now on the live ones. I can't remember what it was, but I think they felt their twin flame actually looked like John Cusack or something, or I don't think it was the name, but anyway, there could be synchronicity with that. But basically I'm not going to say the whole thing, but I'll just recap, because I've not watched that video back, and I said because weird there, didn't I? But that'll be like, you might be judging yourself for whatever's going on in your life or something, but I mean, I pronounced it funny, but yeah, it's like, and throughout the whole of that film, it's like he's fantasizing about, the next best thing. So I feel there is just a symbolic message. I'm going to shuffle these while I'm saying this. There's this message coming through about, if you've got a tendency to always think the grass is greener on the other side, I feel, you've already went through some tough lessons about learning that it really isn't. And I feel it's a message for free ascended masters. I feel it's a lesson for particularly divine masculine energies, whether it be male or female. I mean, I've got to be honest, it was definitely male ones I was picking up earlier, and that's why I'm laughing, because I'm still in those, like, basically I had, because it's so hot here, like, I had on my wee, like, jammies that are, I mean, you can barely call them that, but do you know what I mean? They're like, there's shorts and a vest, and it's kind of like, as I was channeling that message, I felt like 6 guys around me in the spirit world, which obviously they're in the spirit world, so it's different, but it is kind of funny, because it's like, you think, God, if this were literally the case, this is so not okay, but it's like, like I would not feel comfortable, but because it's the spirit world, that's what I mean by mediumship's hilarious, man, because it's like, I would never do that, literally. I mean, I'm tempted to then say, do you know what I mean, that would be fucking nothing to some folk, they'd fucking love that shit, but I'm not that person at all. Like, for fuck's sake, if I get uncomfortable at my cleavage showing even the slightest bit, where other people have got their whole fucking tits out, do you know what I mean? It's like, not really, but do you know what I mean? Like, the biggest part of their cleavage showing. You can imagine that I wouldn't be. I mean, I don't know why, but this is such a strange theme, but I'm going with it. There must be some girls or women out there that are still like that, or that you were like that in the past, or whatever. because it's like earlier on today, like I've put it through, I'm on fire with doing the housework, because basically, not going into too much detail, but I will because it's funny. We're in, it's the last of the Aries moon, and Aries moon is like, fuck it, let's go. It's very fiery, passionate energy, right? So Aries is passion, fire, energy. It's definitely all of this. Like one wand of so much desire for you, and we'll get to that in a minute. So you either do something with that energy to transmute it, with another person, or each to their own, do whatever you got to do to, like, what I mean, that's gonna, but basically use the energy. So I've been using the energy to get my fucking housework done, do you know what I mean? Declutter the stuff I need to do, and I'm going to pour about tidying the office after I finish this. I might make a go of that. But, some of you might be lucky enough to actually be with your person, and it's all going on. There's a lot of desire in the air, a lot of it, and I suppose it's going to depend on where it is in your chart, and I think as we build up to the Gemini new moon on Thursday there on the 6th, so actually, come to think of that, I'm doing the live stream tomorrow, right? So like I've said, I've put 8 till late, and I might even be starting later than 8, right? But I've just put 8 till late to be cute, but I think I will be on 8. And there we go. This love scares me, but I'm ready. So look, their head fucking, which one is it? So I feel like this is a divine masculine saying that in the past they ran from this love. It was scary. There could be something significant about either Scorpio season, November, or Sagittarius season. I'm getting Sagittarius season because November is, it can cross over into both. But I really do feel it's like this is somebody that's going from being scared of love to being ready for love. Are you ready? Are you ready for love? And again, I'm getting sick of giving this message, and I hope it's not the same as the one I picked up on earlier, right? You'll see it, right? So if you choose to watch this 90 minutes, it made me feel uncomfortable because it did pick up on, well, I know for a fact the people that I was picking up on, most of which it was quite, some of them I know, but one was quite, majority of guys I'm picking up on, I didn't actually know in this, here, like I didn't know them. But I've got friends that know, what I mean, connections. And then a couple of them I did know when they were alive, but it's kind of like, I don't like that, like I don't mind these guys chatting to me on their own, but I don't like when it's like, I know that sounds weird because I'm a medium, but what I mean is, it's because I'm, my name means bright light, and because I'm a modern medium, it's like I said before when I was on the live a week ago, like young guys, or even guys that are older now, like my age and older and stuff, they like to come to me because it's like, well, they're going to come to me if there's people in common, even if I don't know their people that well, if we've even crossed paths at all, or I've got friends, they're going to talk to me, right? Because it's like they want to get through to their people. And well, if they want to get through to their people, they're going to make me do this more often. And like I said, that is pushing me out my comfort zone. And because I've got a big pile up in my part of my chart that is about me being pushed out of my comfort zone, I get it. And I mean, I'm going to do my own tarot spread that, well, it's not, whatever, a reading spread that I've made up, that I've done a few times now on here, usually when I'm on camera, but and that is about, coming out your north node, and coming out your south node rather, and focusing on your north node, coming out your comfort zone. So I'm just sort of sharing you, like, I've not listened to that back yet, but although there's wisdom for me in that too, because there was a lot of wisdom came through about the twin flame journey, which confused me at the start. You'll see what I mean, but it's kind of like, although these guys weren't twin flames, that still applies, but some of them could have been, like, and this is what's kind of interesting, but it really feels like I could feel, because I was being shown that there's a lot of people local to me, like there is a lot of people in Edinburgh, either whether it's just people in Edinburgh that have found me because algorithms thrown people that are close to me, throwing them, I'm being thrown in their timeline because you're in the same country, or whether it's actually like, people that have followed me from the other platforms. I just feel there are more people migrating the channel. So Mediumship Monday will, I think it won't, like I've said, it won't just exclusively be about twin flames, although I'll always be giving messages for twin flames. So if people that aren't on that journey don't like that, then, they don't need to hang around, you don't need to hang around, kind of thing. But all I know is there must be people that resonate with something, because they are watching for me to pick up on what was picking up on, but it just indicates that there's it was really moving. Like, you can see when I put it out, but there was a message that came through definitely for one of the guys who somebody they've had a soft spot for, and they've allowed, it feels like they've allowed gossip or interfering friends in inverted commas to steer them away from the one that they loved. Or it could have been their own fear, like that card that just came out. Like, they self-sabotaged it. But what was making me cry was it's the fact that, well, I'm talking to all these guys in spirit, you know, and they're all different ages. I'd say ranging from, like, you know, your 30s to your 40s to older, and it's just really sad, because it's like they're saying, like, you know, I wish I hadn't let toxic friends, because they pulled me of that quite a lot, and it, you know, pulled me away from what really mattered. So that's the wisdom that was coming through. It was really beautiful. But again, yeah, this is what's going on. There's a lot of passion, a lot of desire that the masculines are feeling. And I feel there's a lot of gossip around unions that are already happening, or unions that it's kind of like, looks like it's gonna, and it must be for these particular masculines because they've made it clear to others around them. And I feel even some haven't. Like, you could be a masculine that's kept things really much to yourself, but it's like, I don't know, it's like whatever can be felt or seen, it's obvious. For some reason, it's obvious that people are gossiping about the changes within you if you're this masculine. But well, let's see. I'd like to pick up on more of the fun and the passionate sort of energy rather than the bullshit again. But they just pulled me to karmic lessons on the bit of paper, you know. Anyway, I'll do my spreads rather than just leaving it free and open. So 11:44, that's time to go. What's on the bottom? Definitely. So whatever I just said, I can't remember because I just let it flow. That's definitely the case. People are talking. I feel there's definitely going to be somebody's going to be reaching out to somebody watching this, or you're going to be reaching out, and they want to compromise. So where this person didn't want to compromise before, believe me, they do now with what I'm picking up on. So, and I'm saying that because it's this passionate energy is very, very strong. So, and here's a wee sneaky peek of what I've done earlier. So yeah, somebody will be taking a courageous leap of faith, but if you're the divine feminine, you're being guided to love yourself first, because the masculine's loving themselves first too, and that's why a lot you're not hearing from them, because they're going through a spiritual awakening, they're learning valuable soul lessons, some of them with other people, like romantic ones, and they're realising that you're the only one that truly gets them, you're the only one they want, they don't want to just be friends, your love was written in the stars, it's like, could be book worthy. I feel everyone's love is book worthy though, really. But well, let's face it, not everybody's. There are some really good love stories, but you know what I'm saying, I was just being nice. But I'll come back to you when I'm ready. Someone wasn't mature enough for this love. They're needing to heal a lot of stuff. And I don't fucking read them all. They keep an eye on you. They feel like an idiot. This is important. They feel like an idiot for messing something up. And they did go where they thought the grass was going to be greener, and it really wasn't. And so a lot of people might still be in a bit of ego, you know, just not able to really sort of admit that they were wrong. And that comes from people's upbringing and stuff. Like, if other people around them are never willing to admit that they're wrong, and they, you know, they let situations go in their life because of that, then that's a curse. So what I would say is, don't allow yourself to be that person. Right, okay, so I feel like I just want to get an overall energy from the funny cards. I'm just going to call these the funny cards. So before I go into the past energy, can you just tell me what's the overall feeling like? What is the message that the strongest collective of masculines want to give to their feminines right now? I'm thinking about you at this moment. Thought of you never leave my mind. And I'm just going to ignore the terrible grammar. No matter where I go, the songs I'm hearing reminds me of you. It makes me more vulnerable and think of you even more. Now that's interesting, because I've not got my phone's on charge in another room. What's interesting, I did mention that at the very end of that 90-minute video, I did hear that you were going to hear a song whenever you watch this. So for some of you, it could even be tonight when you're watching this. Like, you're going to hear a song that you're just going to know. I know that this happens all the time to all of us, right? But something's going to blow you away. I feel something's going to even make you cry, because it feels like the words are really touching you, and it's something from your twin. So just look out for whatever that might be. Yeah, because they're daydreaming and they're manifesting you. I often fantasize about you. I daydream about you every day. I can't get you off my mind all day, every day. I always wonder what you're doing and how you're feeling about me. Meet me in your dreams tonight so we can start making our future together in reality. I want to build a strong, solid foundation for us. Oh, that's fucking great, right? That's crazy. Thinking and daydreaming. Again, this masculine collective are manifesting their feminine. but which is happening to everyone. But basically, what's amazing about this is that, again, is the theme of high fidelity. Like, the point that, oh God, I explained it all in that big video, but the point is that he's looking at where the grass is greener, and the whole film ends up being is that he ends up realising that who he's with, or who he's just split up with, but who he's with is a person that's reality. But the way that they were telling me was that's the way that some of the people are gossiping about it. Like, they're trying to manipulate the divine masculine to be like, you know, the divine feminine is just a daydream. It's, you know, a fantasy. You're just always talking about how it could be, but you've never done anything about it, so you're not likely to. That's not the right person. You mean that's the way the gossip's going about that. But it's the message was, it's like that's part of the spell work. Like some of the karmic people, I just looked at 1551 mirrored numbers, twin flames. Some of the people around the masculine, quite a lot of the people, have kept them or you, because the masculines are watching, in this state of procrastination, overthinking, and then, you know, throw in the karmic romantic energies to distract people and pull them back to the past. That's the tough karmic lessons that people have learned. But it was, again, a lot of it was fed by its karmic friends. Again, the thing that was really crazy about the one I done earlier, it was like a karmic couple. It was like a king and queen of cups, which basically were just coming through. It's nothing to do with star signs. Again, I didn't really read that way. It's weird that I don't, because I'm a bit all about astrology, but I'll mention it here and there. But I more got that it was like the manipulative shadow side of Queen and King of Cups energy. So again, it's people who could come across all nicey nice, like they've got your best interest at heart, but actually, like, saying it as if they're looking out for you, but actually very manipulative and pulling somebody away from something that is meant for them. So I'm trusting that there's, again, because it's just God and the guide speaking through me, I'm trusting that I'm giving whatever information needs to be heard for the right people to guess that this is them, not guess, to tune in. What else? Soon, yeah. So again, so excited energy. This feels very Aries moon, but soon you're going to be blessed by union. And look, like this reminds me of the Empress and the Tarot. Somebody wants to come forward in a big way, possibly even wants a family with someone. Now that isn't all masculines, but again, only the masculines are going to know if this is going to resonate. I'm blessed beyond measure to share such a powerful divine love with you. I'm so grateful for you and give thanks to the divine creator. Embrace your beautiful divinity. You're a precious gift to my life. This person has not express this, I feel. If you're the feminine, they've never expressed that to you, is what I'm hearing. But soon they will. Soon we'll be together in the near future. Oh my God, it's that one again from the other day. Our reunion is imminent, and I'm doing I can to be ready for you. I'm working hard on myself to be a better provider for you. I hear your call for me, and I'm coming back to you. This is my promise to you that soon we'll reunite again. So, right, I'll put them up there for a use a bit. Again, I'm going to keep them up there to remind me so that I don't forget what they said. But yeah, so again, that makes sense. What's this? Oh, yeah, look, this, you know what, this is why it feels exciting. This feels like, right, so there's loads of reasons for this. Let me break this down. It's the last Aries moon right now. Remember, well, it's not quite the last, but it's, it's edging towards it's Taurus moon tomorrow, basically, is what I'm saying. So Aries is about excitement. It's about taking action. It's very masculine energy. It can be passionate too. So again, remember, somebody could follow the passion in a kind of toxic way, like just come at you, making out like they want nothing but passion, and they're not going to explore the emotions, or like even open up a bit. And again, like I've said before, it's each person's personal call what you want to do there. But I feel if you've made enough mistakes in that area in life, either with the same person or with different types of people, I wouldn't do that, because it's not going to, especially if you're a twin flame, it's not going to serve you. This masculine is going through the last of an ego death. The shadow side of Aries is ego death, really, I would say, because the ego is Aries, right? So it's like why I always say on Aries new moons or full moons, it's a huge big ego death for the collective. And I've never heard another astrology person say that. That's just what I've personally felt for what I've fit tuned into when it's that energy. But yeah, that I feel this is a feminine energetically helping a masculine through the last of the so again, it feels like the last difficult bit is whatever this is about, for somebody to come forward and let the other person know what's going on, basically, because I really feel that this is the feminines that don't know, but you can feel it. and like soon these answers are going to be coming. But again, this masculine's in deep thought, daydreams, going back and forwards, and again, not helped by people that are keeping them. I even think these people could be feeding this person a biggest load of shite about where the feminine's at, or just they might not know the feminine and they're just kind of like, oh, you know, I don't think this is the right thing for you and all that kind of shit. But this came out earlier. Look, this doesn't come out a lot. I love you. And that came out yesterday from the masculine. So there's I love yous energetically being passed back and forwards and could be actually happening for some people too. So let me know if that's going on. Right, so anyway, so let's dig in the passing. I don't know how quickly I'm going to be able to get through this, but basically what we're saying is it feels like, you know, this needs to be done tonight because of the card coming out about it being imminent. Now it doesn't, as we know, it doesn't always mean it's literally imminent, but I don't know, these do feel, they do feel it. Right, so they're guiding me to these ones. Right, so I can't believe it's Monday again morning. Right, so in the past, what was the story with the feminine? The feminine towards the masculine. Tell us a wee story with 3 cards for the feminine, please. Right, in the feminine, oh, interesting. So in the past, this, if you're this feminine energy, whether you're a female or a male, there was something you weren't listening to your intuition about. You weren't tuning into your guide. You weren't tuning into spirit, God, whatever you call. And I feel it's about your masculine. You weren't tuning in. You were still stuck in some kind of karmic lesson or pattern, or maybe even with a karmic person of yourself, because, you know, it depends how long in the path we're talking about here for some people. Could, you know, it really just depends, but you weren't listening to something, and because it's at 21 minutes, you were repeating a karmic lesson. So that's what makes me think you might have even been in a karmic situation with, I don't know, someone. But let's see what else. Yeah, and something that kept you quite anxious and worried and stressed. And so I feel this is maybe the moment where a feminine stopped being in denial about a toxic person around you, whether it's romantic or like karmic friends, because that's come out a lot, or karmic family, or whatever this is for. Whoever this is going to resonate with, it'll be different for different people. And because they're talking about stuff in my own life, and it, like, actually bits and bobs of everything, and I'm just tuning in. Yeah, this felt, yeah, it is that. So generally it's different for different people, but it's like you were in denial about the people around you, but it got to you to the point where you couldn't sleep at night. I feel like, you know, you were being given visions in your dreams, you were being given feelings like, because they're talking to me about something that, like, I remember right before someone was revealed in my life that I couldn't trust them. I hadn't spoke to this person, I'm keeping it general, but I hadn't spoke to this person in a while. And I'll never forget, I was taking milk out of the fridge, and I just clearly, it was like I was feeling God saying to me, don't trust her. And I was just kind of like, well, all right, but it wasn't an obvious one though, do you know what I mean? It was just kind of like, I've not even seen them in ages, and anyway, but then it was like I just trusted what I was told, and I was discerning, and then it was like things were orchestrated that I basically never got, you know, to meet up with this person again. And then I got basically information, the physical, which kind of confirmed to me why not to trust somebody. So, you know, that's what I mean. It's like, but before I would have been ignoring my intuition and just feeling something was off, not trusting someone, keeping them around me. But anyway, the point is, trust it. You're divine feminine, and, you know, I basically came out of ignoring it. Basically, it's because it was uncomfortable. I was gaslighting myself. I didn't want to think bad of people, just, you know, but that's a big indication of when you're being protected. And it was, yeah, from like, you know, people that are probably going to gossip about you behind your back, or not have your best interest at heart, right? So, or like I've said before, like, it's even when people hold back information that they know, you know, really you should know, to give you a heads up, like, that's not a friend, you know, when people do that. It's you know, mark their card, as we'd say around these parts. Their card is marked. Is that a football term or something? My pal says that. Right, so anyway, what about this masculine then? Because again, remember, my throat chakra's going funny. This is interesting because the masculine will mirror it now. Now, it just so happens that they did tap into, you know, they showed me my own stuff to give me the message, because basically I was like, what are you trying to tell me? But so it does mean that whatever feminines resonate with that, whether you're a female or a male feminine, your masculine will mirror that similar situation in some kind of way where they'll get a bad feeling about someone in their life, either a romantic partner, family, friend, colleague, I don't know, something to do with work, something like that. And like that could even be like someone taking on a client and being like, there's something shifty about this person, I don't think this is worth it. Ignoring their intuition. And then something happened to be like, all right, shit, that's why. Do you know what I mean? So it doesn't always need to be that, like, just so happens, like, with me, it was someone in my life I shouldn't trust, ignored it for a while, didn't want to think bad, and then I got, you know what I mean? So, but it could be like a romantic thing for a masculine. So in the past, where was this masculine at? And just give us the mirroring situation for the masculine of this feminine. Oh my god. Call it them. Wow. So, right, before I do the other cards, it could be. It could be in the past, right? Because they're telling me, I told them, like, when I said the mirror, and I meant, like, you know, well, I just kind of left it open to mean show us what was going on with the masculine at the exact same time that was happening to feminine, or give us whenever it'll mirror back for the masculine what's going on. But I'm taking it, it's like this masculine could have saw what the feminine, so this, you could know the same people or something. Like in this case, it's not, that's not really the case for me, but it's this masculine might have been able to see something that you couldn't. Yeah, and I do think it might have been for you, right? So, and yeah, about a soul contract. I do get this is quite an interesting message, but I do feel like this masculine was listening to their intuition and didn't get a good feeling about somebody. So it feels like whoever this is for, your masculine could have come into contact with somebody on the feminine's side. Yeah, look. So the thinking man and storm warning in reverse. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever I've said there, it's going to make sense to whoever, but it's like there's something that it feels like the feminine was in denial about somebody around them, but the masculine could see the person clearly. That this was like some contract that wasn't going to last. And this is always my card for the masculine's like, I can't believe I lost a diamond while picking up stones. And then they put something, you know, something that was causing a lot of difficulty for them behind them. But the confusing thing is here, you know, when I do the feminine masculine, that could be the masculine's feminine side. Like, the masculine couldn't see the wood for the trees with their feelings, and they were in denial about somebody around them, like a friend, a family member, or a lover, or whatever else, you know, the other things. And then they did listen to their feelings and got away from it. You know what I mean? It could be that too. So whatever, go and clarify the storm warning in reverse. So it's good when the storm warning's in reverse. Yeah, so that's like somebody saw that somebody wasn't worth being around, whether it was romantic or friends or, you know, it was a false contract. They listened to spirit, got away from it, started to get their shit together in the physical. But then they got into something that was smoke and mirrors that led to a broken heart, which they're now healing. And yeah, it wasn't worth giving their heart to because it's in reverse. But it's led to, alright, this does make sense with the energy I channeled before. But now this masculine. So this is, yeah, it's sad, but it does feel like this is definitely about somebody that, I know what they're saying, right, I get what they're saying now. In the past, this is hilarious because I get it. It's not hilarious, but I get it, what they're saying. So it's to do with the films I've watched and different things that I've helped people with. In the past, feminine, if you're struggling to be like, right, how has this happened to my person? And if that's happened to them already, how has they walked into something else that's the same? But it's because if you're the feminine, you were in denial about something, even if it was way in the past, right? It took you a while to acknowledge it. Remember, this can be with love, but it can be with friends as well. However long you let somebody manipulate you, your masculine will then be in a similar situation where they let somebody manipulate them, possibly even for the same amount of time. So I think the penny will be dropping a few people there. That's where people really need to do some deep shadow work. And again, that's what I've had to do for myself along the years, and I still do, but it's so anyway, now we're into the masculine has got into something else that was tricked them in the physical after they got away from somebody, you know, they got their shit together in the physical, or you did. They're now healing their broken heart. They've learned the lesson, they don't want to go where the grass is greener, but the message is, it's like somebody wants to now, they want to venture into something brand new, and it's scary, but it's with the twin flame now. But because they're sick of being up at night worrying, they just want to see where this could go now, because they know it's the right way, but they know it's going to be full of abundance, it's going to be the right path. But oh, look at this, but look, this is the, look, walking away, but it's in reverse. This is the people around the masculines in the past have stopped them from walking away from other things they're in that are toxic, and kept them in indecision. But that was actually in reverse, so they've kept them back in the past, but this person's made a decision to go towards their happiness. There's the 11 again. And where they're going to be appreciated, away from jealous, envious people and hostility, because they've got their third eye open. These people zap them of their strength. They want to go towards the door to healing and happiness, and they're going to be very vocal about that, because they see that being around these people keeps them out of balance. They know that they can get out of this now, because they've basically, if you're this masculine, you know that like staying around these people is like going down a dark path. And there's the karmic community, like the gossip only hurts more, like the, and I mean, if you're again, I don't really want to pick up on this, but like that's going down that path. Like it's just this it's like, I feel sick when I'm saying this masculine's like totally not in this energy anymore, but some kind of toxic woman kept them with sexual attachments, blocked their heart chakra, they're now needed to heal from it, not happy, putting all tied up, but it's in reverse. Basically, that feels like healing from depression, feeling quite impatient, just wanting to get going again with value in yourself. And yeah, because there was no victory there. There was no victory when this masculine followed money. It actually ironically led to that. Look at that, 3113. It's like the door to value actually lies with the twin flame, whereas the masculine chose what looked like it was going to be lucrative. That's why yeah, look, felt like this is like people that have maybe tried to build a happy, look, 444, that's the angels guiding this masculine back to like somewhere where it is going to be happy family environment. But yeah, somebody manipulative, like it's like somebody made it seem like look, this was a good plan of action, strategy and plan, but it just like it's going to be love, but really somebody just kept somebody in their head playing mind games, spell work, goddess of the moon. Now this person's learned their lesson. That was not a divine feminine, and it was not a caring connection. I love when they do that, when they make me just use the whole deck. But so whatever that's all about, it just seems like the same story again, but could be some huge transformation, things coming to light with the dragonfly wanting to be chucked about there. So so that was the repeating pattern, right? Because that basically a feminine at one point in your life was in a repeating cycle of going back to the same people that didn't treat you right, which remember can be in any walk of life. Therefore your masculine has done that, and in this case done it a couple of times, but now it's like, it almost seems like third time lucky, or they've learned a lesson, whatever's happened, right? So presently the North Node focus to get out your comfort zone. So this is where you can, decide for yourself whether you're out of repeating this karmic lesson or about to be, or whether this is where you need to be. But the feminine at present, or where you need to be focused, is that feels right for a lot of feminines, including this one, after I do this. Surrender to rest and sleep. To prevent burnout, slow down, honour your need for quiet time and peaceful sleep, to rejuvenate your mind, body and spirit. But the thing is, the reason why I've got so much energy is because I slept really, really late. And I feel it's like the solar flares energy, like it's just honest, I can't explain it, but I'm almost glued to my bed. Because I actually went to sleep I suppose not too early, but kind of early for me last night. And then, yeah, and then I slept like till the afternoon. So, but Sunday's always my night when I stay up really late anyway. But even with that, you know, it's like I've done a lot today, so I'll basically probably put about till the wee hours, and then you know, and then whatever time I get tired, even if it is like 6 in the morning or something, probably will be because of the Aries moon. And then, you know, I can sleep in again tomorrow. But I've got big plans, so as soon as it hits Tuesday, I'm getting right on it with my exercise and everything. So yeah, basically just make sure that you're slowing down if you're needing to, and I'm taking that on board too. What else? Yeah, surrender belief in scarcity. So the universe is asking you to open to the infinite nature of abundance in this way. You can remove blocks in your life, succeed beyond your wildest dreams. So yeah, just this feels like, you know, know when to rest, know when to take action. And so, like, you know, because I'm doing Mediumship Monday tomorrow, although that's pretty chill, I know that it would be wise for me to just sleep till really, really late, and then, you know, get up in the afternoon, have a bath, and then even if I just get up for that, you know what I mean? Because it takes a lot of energy. So whatever that's going to mean for you. So what about the masculine? What's their present focus, or something that would be good for them to focus on? Is surrender intimacy going to come out, or what's going to come out? We've got, oh yeah, this one came out when I done this not that long ago, last week, or you know, this week, the start of the week, or a few days ago, I can't remember, recently. Surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. Let go of the limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Yeah, and because we've just dug into the past, it's the people around the masculine that have made them feel like they're not good enough. Then you can own your power and soar in your life. So if you're not already doing some kind of subconscious work to clear the spell work, black magic, aka manipulation, toxic people around you that have not basically built you up to be feeling good about yourself, then, you know, make sure you're doing some kind of subconscious work. And again, I would love to help some of the men out there, and women of course, in a session. And we've got, yeah, that fucking hell, that is so spot on for what I'm feeling. You know, it's just basically, you know, a lot of people can resonate with this, because I definitely can too. I didn't fucking do it anymore, but it's like, I did for a long time. You know, you don't want to see it as people pleasing, but it's just, I used to describe it, oh, I'm just really laid back, but I now, what I saw as really laid back, because I was being a fucking mug, do you know what I mean? I was just, yeah, like, basically that, and I can't stand saying it, but it's true. Speak your needs and be true to yourself. Focus on your own happiness instead of always trying to make everyone else happy. So masculine, if you're basically believing what other people are telling you about yourself, that, you know, basically, I doubt people would actually say you're not good enough for that person, but you never know with some fucking toxic folk. But it's like some people that are making you feel like you're not good enough to chase after your dreams, or your dream girl, or your dream guy, or whatever the deal is here. And you're kind of like keeping your mouth shut, and like kind of keep the people happy around you, then you're living in the past. It's time to step into your power. They're telling me to shuffle these. I think I'll use these for that. So, right, I'll keep them. Right, okay. What's the next one on my wee bit of paper? Karmic lessons, if any, that need to be released. So a karmic lesson that needs to be released for the feminine. The mirror. The karmic lesson that needs to be released is, I feel it's something about like judging where your masculine's at. Like, so if you're still in a place of like, you know, why can't they see what we are? Like, I know they feel the same as me. Like, why have they now went at somebody else? Or why are they like getting involved with like low hanging fruit, or like, you know, or less flattering things that you want to say, whatever, you know, like just try to release that, because it's we're all where we're meant to be. And it's basically, like I just said, you have to go and take a look in the mirror and recognize when you couldn't see the wood for the trees in your life. And again, if you're not able to do that yourself, join us on whenever I'm doing a live stream. And if I'm on it for ages, I usually do start helping somebody with that. And basically, if there's somebody with that problem, I like getting my teeth stuck in. And if you don't want that to have, if you don't want me to do that in front of everybody else in public, when we get people in the membership, and like I said, just under a month when I start that, when there's enough, I'll do that in there, and it's a more private space. So, and I'll be more focused on helping people that are in union as well. Right, what is another karmic lesson that needs to be released for the feminine? That was a juicy one. The temple, yeah, I feel like whenever you have been distracted away from prayer, meditation, going within to your own safe, sacred sanctuary, that's what I feel that's about. With the prayer hands, it's like, because like I said, I put on the media, if you go and look in the community tab, if you haven't already, I would really, really appreciate, A, if you can like the post, B, if you could like this video, and C, for real brownie points, and if you can put any kind of comment, or even if it's just a heart, I would be extremely grateful, because it helps the fuckery of the shadow banning and the truth that I speak to get out there, because they don't want it to get out there, basically. So if you're able to, I'm appreciative of that, and shares as well. And apparently I saw somebody I watched saying once that you could press the share button but not actually share it, but apparently it'll pick it up as if you did, and that helps as well. So all these little things help. Like I said, every time I catch my favourite YouTubers, I like their video before I've even heard what they got to say. I like people's videos that I don't even watch, by the way, like, you know what I mean? And then sometimes, because I know how this works, I will like it and leave the video running even if I'm not listening, because it's like, it helps the person. So all these wee things help. What's another karmic lesson for this feminine, and then we'll do 3 for the masculine. So this could equally be for the masculines out there, you could be resonating with this. Like, so yeah, if we do it for the masculine battery, don't judge the things that your feminine's going through, because you have got different lessons, and and blah blah blah, whatever I said there. So yeah, and so there's something about a karmic lesson you're releasing, as I think how don't be harder than it needs to be. And that is on one of the ones I done recently where it was me on camera. You saw them saying that to me live, that it was like, I like the satisfaction of the hard climb, because I've got Saturn and Scorpio, but it doesn't, make sure you recognise when it doesn't need to be that hard anymore. Like, stop making it harder than it needs to be, whether you're feminine or a masculine. Right, so the masculine's karmic lessons, if any, that need to be released. Now, if the siren comes out, or there's specific archetypes, that'll be interesting, but we'll see what comes out. What's a karmic lesson, if any, what needs to be released? The desert. So, right, I get what they're saying. This is always a card of desperation here. This masculine, you're being guided to release. Well, again, it's about releasing the death of the ego. It's about, like, look, because this is someone out in the desert, and it's like they need water. And it feels like the water is symbolic of the feminine, like the emotions. Like, this is somebody that needs to talk about their feelings. And it's like they need water. Basically, you're in the desert, you're going to die if you don't get water, to use an extreme example. It's like this masculine's, the karmic lesson is to not be too proud to go where you want to go, because that's a spell, that's a curse, that's people encouraging you to be stuck in ego and pride, which is not a good place to be. Yeah, look, the river. This is like a masculine, look, and there's a horse in the background. This is like a masculine that wants to break free of the traps of the ego, and there's going to be a lot of feelings that over spill here. So it's releasing the karmic lessons, the holding into all the feelings, I basically feel, yeah. And it's like, so interesting. I did think there was going to be an archetype. So the queen, in some cases, the queen could be the king, the queen could be divine masculine, divine feminine, but because I'm being pulled into the snake here, and remember, snake medicine is actually an energy that I work with, because it's very scorpionic. It's what helps me get deep down the problem. It's also very sexual energy, and like I've said before, I heal things at the sacral chakra a lot of the time for people, sexual trauma, also the fun spicy stuff to do with sexual energy too, which, by the way, when I was writing down my plans for what I'm going to do in the membership, I do feel I'm going to do a lot more X-rated kind of, again, not like, we're not talking like, too much, but I'll I don't know, it's just quite funny. I think definitely while there's some transits going on my chart, if there's still enough energy, I mean, there's energy in that part of my chart all the time, but I don't know, I think that's something I'll do there. But yeah, this feels like, it's like it feels like basically a toxic feminine energy, romantic, whether it's situationship, partners, fucking could be wives for some people, but it's like, it's somebody that was fake, you know, that it's like the karmic lesson is somebody needs to see through this false queen. It's a false feminine is what I would call it. Because you're a star. Like if you're the masculine, you're a star, and this feminine's basically leeching off your energy. But I think you're around people that make you feel like you're not that special, which makes me really sad when I said that, but that's the way they got me. They make you feel like you're just one of them, like you're nobody special. But that's not the case. Like you actually are very special. Yeah, you're just a joker. You're just that person, you know. But really, it's like you're a divine lover. The castle, I always feel like that's heading to somebody's house because I call my house the castle. So it's like, you know, and you could have been connected to like some kind of king queen energy in a past life, and it's just you chose the wrong queen. that's the way they said it to me. So what's this, right? What's some shadow work or some blind spots for whoever's connecting with this message? And what shall we? Some shadow work. Let's get these. So what's some shadow work that the feminine needs to look at right now that's connecting with this? Oh God, fucking hell, that's a lot. So there's something you've got a blind spot on. You're being guided to kind of look for more information, maybe even seek out some kind of mentor or teacher around something that you need more information on. You're being strongly guided to listen, you know, to, again, I feel it's songs that are coming your way or trying to tell you something. I've already said that in this too, but also just, this could actually be in a bad way. Like, look, be extremely discerning. This is shadow, remember the question is shadow work, so be extremely discerning about any kind of gossip that comes your way, feminine or masculine. And some kind of shadow work here is that, you know, where are you sabotaging either some kind of healthy move, like moving up in your work or changing jobs, you know, spiritual healing, what's that? I don't know what that's maybe. No idea what that's maybe. But or some kind of love partnership. Where have you got some kind of subconscious blocks to love? And again, I could really help you with that. If you're looking for a good book around that, what's it called again? It was kicking about, I don't know what it is, but I think it's called like, no, it's not called Subconscious Blocks to Love. I don't know, I can't remember, but I done one of my courses that I done a small course on that, and I used that book as inspiration. But basically, I help people with that all the time. Wherever you're holding yourself back in love, I'm sure it was sitting there, right? The shadow work for the masculine is, look, Angel of Enlightenment. We haven't seen that one yet. 33. 33 is divine masculine energy. I did get drawn to 33 when it was at 33 minutes, but I didn't say it out loud. So, Jesus, forgiveness energy, divine masculine energy is specifically what 33 means to me, but it's more important what it means to you. Basically, your shadow work masculine is not to run away from doing the work. That's quite simply that shadow work, because it's blunt, you know what I mean? And nobody's saying you are, but somebody must be for me to say that. And it's like, yeah, and I feel there's something that it's like you need to be moving. I feel this is about moving away from wherever this energy is around somebody. So if you're a masculine, you've not got that around you, this message isn't yours. This is where people are being guided to literally, again, and it's for some it's literal moves. It could even be fucking moving country, because this has got all different countries on it, but it's like to move away from what doesn't serve you for your enlightenment, for your spiritual awakening. And yeah, look, angel of channeling, yeah, that's what I felt they were saying to me. It's like your energy is really raising. And again, when I say this, like, it makes me cringe, but when your energy is like in a higher vibration, it just means you're moving past the limited beliefs and the outdated beliefs, which is what came up, you know, for when in this video, of the people around you. So it's like you might still have people that all they do is sit and talk about people all the time, and they're not really got any aspirations or goals of themselves. And if you're this masculine, you're like, you know, your channeling abilities are coming on quite strong. Whether that's just when you're alone in hermit mode, or because you pull me the word hermit, or you know, out and about walking, or if it's more kind of obvious, like in front of you, but it's like you're just rapidly ascending basically, and you're being guided to move away from like low vibrational energy, which I think you were used to before. But look, now you're here to bring peace and harmony and karmic justice to others' lives and your own life. Oh, that's some deep shadow work. Look, and why do I keep... Yeah, this is about things coming to light. And that that wee black card deck I've got. Oh, the pulling me, it's over there. There's a card that says things coming to light. I'm going to pause this and go and get it. Look, and of course it was literally, I mean, I shouldn't have paused it and you would have been able to see. It was literally the one on the top of the deck. So cross my heart and hope to die, right? There's no reason to lie about that. That was on the top. Oh, look, and then what's behind it? Yeah. Be light-hearted, finding out, things coming to light, adapt, change and heal, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. I think it's like, look, something like this. It's got something to do with this. Like, something's coming to light, or again, remember this could be something that people have gossiped about that isn't true or that is true or something, but it's something's like, something's come to light for this masculine, right? Let's use these for a wee bit. Or it could be in hermit mode, something's come to light for them about how they feel about a feminine, but it's going to be different for different people. Right, what's next? So, what would help with inner union right now? Let's use these and see what comes out. What would help with inner union right now? This has got things like girl whistling. This isn't even the whole deck. What would help with inner union for the feminine? Fucking hell. Ascending. That'll do it. Transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. What the fuck, guys? Is that not amazing how they just got me? That amazes me how they got me to go and get that deck, but it's just confusing me because I'm like, what do I use for the thumbnail? That would be a good one. Uh-oh. What are we on? What would help in our union that looks stabbed in the back? Heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shock and attack. So something could come, so right, I feel there is something going to, if something's not come to light for you already, you could have already moved through this, right? Because Lord knows I have, but there's always other things that can come to light. Some kind of deception or shocking, attack, energetic or literal, where somebody's done something really no very nice. But it helps you like transcend obstacles, like basically like, and like basically it's something that's, it's meant to move you. It's meant to be a tower moment to get you away from people like that if you're not already, or to basically confirm that you don't want to be around people like that. Yeah, so let's see what so that's what would help in our union right now, is basically getting away from anybody if you haven't already. I get the feeling you've already moved away from anybody that stabbed you in the back, or that you suspect. Like I said, that's why they got me to share that story of, I sensed it before I got confirmation in the physical. And actually it was someone where I basically never saw them again. So it's kind of interesting. And like I've said before, I've said this in the live, but this is where I'm like, oh, this is where you find out who snoops. But you know that you were right when you basically never hear from the person again, but you didn't actually fall out. You didn't have some big argument in, and they just sort of quietly fucked off, and you've never contacted them because you didn't trust whatever, you didn't trust something, and then you never hear from them again. Shifty, do you know what I mean? And what I'm saying is, yeah, you could, that's when people can be a bit shifty and be like, oh, but it takes two to, keep a friendship going, like, but it's kind of like, but if you're really a friend and somebody's been really quiet and you care about them, you want to fight, you would get in touch, if you're the person that hasn't done anything wrong. But if you'd done something wrong, you wouldn't. So that's my point. So what would help inner union for the masculine now? This will be interesting. We've got girl and with a snake and all this kind of stuff. Passion, following your passion. And remember, that's why they had those two cards there about one bond and I have so much desire for you. What would help inner union is chasing it. And what does I thought it said? Insane chemistry. What the fuck is that? Instant? Is it maybe instant? Anyway, something chemistry. I think it's meant to be insane or instant chemistry. I think it's maybe instant chemistry, liking each other equally, having fun. It's like, what would help when our union masculine is to follow your passion. And again, can I just stress, before that creates even more gossip for people, I am only encouraging the masculines of both genders to follow their passion towards their true twin flame when they know who that is, and also when they are not involved with other people. Other people meaning like a marriage or something that's got a label on it. If it's other situationships, that doesn't fucking matter, because you know what I'm saying. It's like each to their own. I don't encourage cheating, but I think that counts. because that's why I think they keep showing me things like Vanilla Sky and stuff. Like, people that somebody's casually sleeping with now and again that gets obsessed and, you know, is making that mean something, that's no relationship. So sorry for some shadow work there for some folk, but I think it's going to be or even worse, exes that think they still own somebody. Nah. Because again, I've been in situations where somebody's trying to make me think that I'm still theirs when I'm certainly not. So don't be holding yourself back for anyone like that. You don't fucking owe them anything. And what's another one for the masculine? Look, isn't that amazing? And that's why I went and got the deck. So yeah, masculine. Something that's going to help with inner union is there's something that's coming to light for you, right? Basically be light-hearted and be in a having fun energy, following your heart. Things are coming to light that are, you know, making you change things up that I think you didn't even foresee coming. But that's what's going to bring about union. I don't know what that word is. That's what's going to bring about union. Inner union, but that feels like physical union too. Yeah, not showing true feelings, hide, personify, pretend, delude, gaslight, and that will only keep things away. So basically you've got a choice. You can stay in the shadow or you can stay in the light. If you stay in the shadow, you keep the mask on, you keep the false people around you, the false romantic relationships. You'll, you know, delude yourself, pretend to other people, gaslight yourself, gaslight others, maybe even gaslight your feminine if you've got contact with them, or you follow the passion and you follow the change. So very clear. Divine feminine. I'm not that. I usually do it the way that I usually do the feminine side and masculine side, but I didn't do it that way. So what soul retrievals? What's some possible soul retrievals that people need out there? It'd be funny if soul retrieval comes out, because I'm using that deck. What's a possible... So this is, remember, this is only if you've resonated with what's been said. Then this might be a soul retrieval that you need. Now, obviously, it's not everyone, as in all the messages aren't for everyone anyway, but just let's see what comes out. So, right, that card is very clear. That card is about cutting away things and people that no longer serve you. That came out the other day. So you need a soul retrieval to... I think it's basically to have the strength to release codependent connections of any kind. So you're basically keeping people around you, people pleasing, out of loyalty, and then guilt tripping and people gaslighting you, manipulation. Yeah, that fits with what's come through in this. What's another possible soul retrieval? And if it comes out again, it just means it's a very strong message. The medicine wheel, another soul retrieval that you need is, well, this might possibly be somebody that's more used to either doing sessions with me or any kind of shamanic work, but I feel it's like, you know, this reminds me of like going to meet your guides, like, you know, your council of light, and integrating some more of the different animals that want to work with you. So that's a bit more of an in-depth one that I would only do with someone if they were a bit, you know, they've had a few sessions with me. Earth, there's something about you need to be grounded back into your body, so you could be like really connected to very galactic energies like myself, and you need something to bring you back more into your body. You might not be you need more grounded. Again, they're just reminding me that it's like I said, I'm actually going to go to a healer in person for that, you know, well, just for basically whatever I need in my own personal life, but definitely because I live, you know, so in these higher dimensional energies, and because I'm always hanging out on Zoom with you guys on the lives or in personal sessions, it's just about something that's going to... I feel it's with the transition of me being more in the physical. So, I mean, I've already, you know, I was just hearing about there's something that I'm going to, like I'm going to England with my family for it's like a family party. So that'll be really fun, like later on in the year. So even that counts, you know, getting out. And also I like it because it's like nowhere near here. I'm like getting away on a bit of a holiday, like so it's things like that, you know, like people. So if I feel that's going to resonate for some of you, whether I'd say you're a divine feminine, whether you're female or male, that it's like maybe you need support from another healer to kind of like, you know. And also, not giving loads of details about my own personal life here, but it's kind of like when I go to somebody, this person for help that I went to before, it's like they do very similar to me and in-person stuff. So maybe they're wanting me to do that too, which I'm not, you can hear I'm not massively enthusiastic about, but it means that like maybe it's preparing me to do that stuff next year or in the future. It's just getting it, it's basically rather than just staying in my comfort zone of online, It's, you know, pushing out comfort zone. So someone else needs to hear that. And I'm ironically, I'm very good at helping others with, well, it's not ironic, I've experienced both. It's just I prefer online. So I can help you with your business with things like that. Like I said, I'm a medium for mediums, I'm a healer for healers, a shaman for other shamans, you know, you get the gist, teacher for other teachers. The corn, yeah, I feel someone needs a soul retrieval to allow themselves to be happy. That's a big one, yeah. To be happy and accept the beautiful things in life. To accept that you've went through your lotus moment and now you get to enjoy the light. Yeah, look, and the Time Master, somebody needs a past life regression, I feel is what they're saying. Right, that was interesting username. And what's next? What does someone need? Right, so what does someone need to know about the future of this union? What do we need to know about the future of this union? Whoever resonates, we already know, oh my god, we already know that something's coming in soon because somebody's thinking about taking action. So I feel you're being told to trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith that it's going to happen in divine time. Pay attention to red flag, yeah, pay attention. The signs are cautioning you about the people that are not trustworthy. So watch out for this. And yeah, you've been very connected in a past life. You've known each other before, so you've either known them in the past in this life, or you've been connected through many past lives. All twin flames have, but you need to get to know each other again in this life. That's what I mean. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. What they're saying to me is, don't be tempted to jump right back into bed someday, especially all this passion, but you know, especially all this passion, right? Like, it's kind of like oh god, I'm like, why are they talking to me about Love Island? But it's because Love Island starts tomorrow, so you're gonna, if you've not heard me channel about Love Island, then you're in for a treat. And if you don't like hearing about it, then this is, you know, time to take a break from Crystal Clear Visions, because you're going to hear about it for the next couple of months. But basically, Love Island is a show where I love watching it, but I don't agree with the fact that it's absolute strangers. Well, that's debatable. Some of them know each other, but you know, they're thrown into this program, and it's like you're expected to couple up with somebody the day you meet them and get into bed with them, and some are even kissing, or some series have fucking shagged if it's horrendous. So basically, I'm just sort of saying, I love watching this program, but would I fuck go on something like that? And I would highly encourage, you know, to think very seriously about it, because it's, I mean, you're signing your life away to the devil, basically, because you're selling your dignity really when you do shit like that. But for a lot of money, you know, it's very in line with what I was speaking about in another video, that, you know, they were pulling me down the rabbit hole of things that I know about, but it was like somebody that I follow had posted something about, oh, I'm loving this guy's channel, and some of you might even know what I'm talking about, and I was like, all right, what is it? And they ended up watching like about a 30-minute video on stuff about, you know, the dodgy shit that goes on in the world. But I feel they were trying to tell me about personal, you know, things that are going to connect with other people that have fallen into dark paths with certain things. Yeah, so I feel there's something coming through here about in the future, right? You might have known, this is what it is, you might have known each other in the past, but you're going to have to get to know each other all over again, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We saw a lot about light-hearted energy coming through there, but it's something about, if all you ever known was having sex with this person, to be blunt, then try to get to know the other parts of them. Like, you know, if this is your twin flame, you have to slow down and stop skipping the other parts, basically. And then you'll have even more fun when it gets to that. Yeah, because you talk very again, this reminds me of sexual telepathy. You talk very telepathically with your twin flame. And yeah, it's, especially when that kind of energy is going on, it's and that's why I'm saying, like, look, when you actually get down to that moment, it's going to be, you know, your call what happens there. So it's kind of like, some of you might just actually need to, you know, get on with it, like, because it's like because the energy is so passionate and it's been a long time coming. But it's like, after you get that out of your system, you know, try to then back to the start. Do you know what I mean? Like, get to know each other properly is basically what I'm saying. I don't think I need to tell you. Whoa, temptation. How interesting is that? Think carefully about the situation. I think this is specifically for, do not jump into bed with somebody. I mean, this goes without saying that don't do that with karmic energies, because they will break your heart and they'll keep picking you up and putting you down, regardless of gender, by the way. But I wouldn't even do that with your twin, because your twin might be showing up appearing like they're ready for doing this, you know. And I don't mean like, oh well, like what fucking proposal card keeps coming out. It's like, you know, it doesn't need to be right. I'm ready to get married. I'm ready to commit, or I'm ready to be your boyfriend. I'm ready to be your girlfriend. It doesn't. It's just kind of like you want some kind of confirmation that somebody gets what you are, is trying to understand it more, and they want to build a firm foundation of a friendship and building into more. But it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Don't give the goods away before you've got these telltale signs. What else? Oh my. And so I'm just speaking the language of God here. So I feel there's going to be a huge telltale sign that it is all right to give in. You know, this is a spiritual marriage. So this, yeah, really, a marriage of souls is a union of divine counterparts blending souls together. So it does feel like this, a spiritual marriage is already taking place. By the time this twin gets to the other one, it's something does need to be, you've went through so many challenges that this is sacred energy. Yes, let go, just let go of controlling the situation, go with the flow. That's what they're saying. Have fun. Yeah, rejoice in enlightenment. I know what they're saying. If you don't get what they're saying, I'll try and, yeah, like commitment. There's fucking, this is dreams, respect. Like this person, this is a masculine higher self saying like, look, it's maybe not right away, but this person's here for the long haul commitment. They want to build their dream with you. They do respect you. They're starting, you know, they might only be starting this spiritual journey, but they're having huge past life memories. The universe is, I don't like the word universe, but universe, God is guiding them to you, and it's time to embrace what destiny has in store for you, and, you know, forgive and learn from the past. But yes, there's a strong message about passion. And there's another one, you know, they just look, passion, man, look, there's all these cards coming out that are like echoing love and sex. Love and sex and magic. Or love and sex and marriage. Whatever. Funny. What else do we need to know about the future of whoever's union this felt like? All the people that resonate with it. Yeah, honest communication, and that clears up whatever this is. That's what it feels like. Expect a heart-to-heart conversation from your twin flame. Heart, body, mind and soul. Twin flame union. Yeah, an old flame returns. That came out the other day. An old flame returns wanting some passion, I feel. Let's keep it clean around here. There's something, there's, oh, this is all going to, I'll pick one for the thumbnail. And the new earth message is, let's use these ones. So I'll upload this as soon as I get off. I might even just, I don't know if I'll bother watching it. I know I say that, but I don't know if I'll bother watching it back. I think I'll just put it out. So if it's not, I'll do a title. But yeah. Can't be bothered watching it. I'll watch it back at some point tomorrow, but I'll publish it before. What's a future message for the feminine? Shapeshifter, you have the power to change, live in the world, yet not be imprisoned by it. But you see, sometimes this reminds me of like shapeshifters around the feminine or the masculine. But shapeshifter can be a good and a bad thing. And I feel in this case, feminine, you know, if you do need to go to, like, so say I just mentioned I'm going to a family gathering, like, you know, it's quite a few months away, but whenever I go to that, that's me shapeshifting. Like, you know, being an extrovert in a place where I'm not that good at things like that, but because that's actually with people I know, love and trust, and there'll be loads of strangers there as well, I bet you I'll actually really enjoy that. I'll come back telling you I had fun with my family and extended family, and you know, got a dance. I fucking love dancing, but again, it's because it's like on my terms. So yeah, you know, living in the world but not imprisoned by it. Like, I'm not living in the matrix, like going out numbing myself with drink and being around people I don't trust, because I've went through all of that bit, right? So the masculine future new earth message. Yeah, absolutely. Because remember, the future can be as soon as in a couple of hours or tomorrow, but like the masculine's going for a huge vibrational shift. You're shifting from the polarized world of duality to freedom of heart unity. That's really mental, by the way, because yeah, and you're a very creative soul, and a universal child of God, that you're awakening to, look, you are a highly intuitive artistic being. Give form to your imagination, explore your creative expression. Again, book a session if you need help exploring your gifts and transitioning from like matrix jobs to kind of more new earthy stuff, because that's what I help you with. But that card I just pulled for the feminine, you can see how that's like, that's by a feminine going in more into the physical, it's allowing the masculine to have more of a shift into the spiritual. Oh, I love that. Right, okay, so I'm going to end this here. So, oh no, they're telling me I didn't do any. Right, if I love you comes out again, that's going to be interesting because it came out in the one earlier. So what's a message from the feminine to the masculine? Please like, comment, subscribe. Oh, that's beautiful. You are my equal, the yang to my yin. So this is like a feminine that can see, you know, the black and the white on the clothes here too, which is obviously a wedding dress and a suit there as well. It's like, yeah, this feminine can see what this is. Oh no, it's, oh fuck. That makes me cringe. I'm gonna have to, like, sometimes, no, I can't. It's, I don't know why I cringe more to, you'll still be able to see it, right, but I'm gonna put a high heel over the word, right. It's not dirty or anything, it's just made me cringe. I never used to call them that. Please don't worry, please don't worry, pet name. Everything's working out, take your time to heal. You can see it. Why did I bother covering it? You can see it. I can feel you thinking about me like that. See, sexual, passionate energy. In a crowded place, I'm always wondering if you're near. And it hurts my heart not to have you around. Right. I'm not taking the card out, right? It's not that serious that I need to take the card out, but fuck's sake. I think I was in my feels when I wrote those. It was a cold January, I know that much. Oh, look, in my feels, and I pull this masculine's, and I cry sometimes. I've shed tears over a connection, which I think would surprise. I think that would surprise the feminine energy, some people. You're magnetic. I can't stay away from you, and I don't want to. That scares me more than anything because you have a power over me that nobody else has. What is this connection? It's so different than anything. I'm trying to work out what it is. So just be aware that that's, I kind of feel that's a bit of a warning. Some masculines are feeling really down, possibly still in a dark night soul, and they're looking for answers. And they might, be looking for answers in a dark place, drunk dialing you and going down a route that is following a karmic pattern, which could make things worse. So I don't think that's for a lot of people. It just feels like it might be for some. So that's why it's like there's nothing wrong with giving people answers, but make sure that you find out what's really going on. Yeah, I'm changing. I don't look, and that's why I just said that. I don't want to be with anyone else. I'm really releasing myself from karmic ties. And I think that if that didn't come out earlier in this video, it came out in the one that I'd done earlier. So that would be coming out twice, either in the same video or 2 videos on the same day. So this isn't always romantic. That can be the gossipy pals or gossipy family or whatever it is, or it's different for different people. But very much to do with that. Like, oh God, what's on the bottom? I'm realising I know I've blocked our union and I'm really blocking myself. Yeah, a lot of these masculines are having big realisations, but that fits with that. You're shifting from the polarised world of duality to freedom of unity of heart. Like, this person's realising that they don't want to be around gossipy fucks, as I lovingly nickname that energy. And they want to be around high vibrational energy, and that means they're guided to their twin flame. Can we fit that in too? Yeah, and then gossip clears it up. Yeah, that could be a good thumbnail. And it's a bit busy, but then that fits. Somebody's been a bit busy. Someone's a busybody. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye.